Okay, it is 9:13 a.m. May the 27th, 21. It is the last day of May, the last full trading day tomorrow. Markets close early at 2 p.m. and on top of that, Monday's going to be Memorial Day, so it's going to be a holiday. This is the last complete day of the month. I'm going to try not to let that get to my head. GGII would be a morning panic bounce play, but there might not be that much range anymore. It could be range, but it's not ideal. There's definitely range, but not that much. ACZ GQ keeps downtrending. If it does like a nice morning panic bounce play, I'll be interested. AABB, this one too, it's a little degenerate. I got rid of HMBL because it doesn't have that much range. MJWL, I'll consider it. NWGC, this one I will consider too. I mean, it does show that it could kind of do it. Volume isn't that perfect. You know, it would be more interesting if it could break past 18, but I don't think that will happen. HEIL, this one's speculative. It's just, if it can get back above 40, maybe it can do some kind of a breakout. It's very speculative. I probably won't trade it. FBCD, morning panic bounce play. I'll probably consider this one more than the others, unless there's just one that looks super clean, but that's where I'm at right now. Okay, it is 9:50 a.m. I had one trade here with FBCD, just a small position size, and to summarize it, I think I was again a bit too early on my entry here. So my buy, which I feel like was a little too early, was at 9:38. So it was right here in this candle, and I bought at the top. So yeah, like right about when the candle opened. So at 274, it had more room to drop. I didn't consider that 27 cents level, that it could be a level of support right here at 27 cents, but this was exactly the case, 27 cents. So they had like a drop from this 274 to 271, and then for all of this time here, I could have even bought more if I wanted at 271, but I didn't want to get into the same thing that happened with GGII, where I was too early on the entry, and then I buy another one at the bottom, and then I'm like, well, let's hope this is the actual bottom, and I just bought early there and it doesn't become another stutter step. So on top of that, I just don't feel like I had the same amount. I had enough, but I didn't want to exhaust my my trading capital, so could have easily bought more at 271, maybe made a larger position size. This was 20,000 shares. This was like a $500 position. Yeah, about $500 position. Yeah, $550 position. So it was too early here. I bought here. Could have easily bought at 271, and that would have really helped out. But anyway, so what happened? I held through this. I bought at 938. I sold at 949. So I'm actually doing a lot better holding positions. And so yeah, my first sell, I sold in two pieces. My first sell, this was actually a good execution at 274, and it was 10,000 shares at 947. So it was right about here, 947, because volume is dry. It's a bit iffy. From my experience, there could always be like that 3 million share seller that shows up and just knocks the stock down, like my other trade with this FBCD when it was at 16 cents. So I had that in mind, that it could just be just a big seller just shows up and wipes it down. So I had my first sell there at 947, again at 274, so basically the same price I bought it at. Again, had I have bought here at 271, that would have been a lot better. And let me see, that was 938 right here, and I sold some at 947 right here. And then my next sell, okay, here's the thing, selling slightly past VWAP. I sold at 949 right here. I don't regret this sell here at 47, because it could have just turned around or maybe just consolidated. Anything could have happened. The VWAP could have gotten closer to it, and then it starts downtrending. It could have done a whole bunch of things, but now when we got to 949, That was when I sold the last 10,000 shares, the other half at 277, just slightly above VWAP, which I like. I need to keep working on it, and it's starting to be hesitant. Of course, with GGII, it was different. It got past VWAP, and it continued to go another, I don't know how much, but it was a nice move afterwards. But yeah, this is a trade here, just a liquid. If I was earlier here, I would have been more profitable. In fact, I'll do the math in a moment, but let's just look at the other ones. GGII is falling off a cliff. I could have bought here, but I didn't want to, because this thing, sometimes it looks like the bottom is in and then it just makes another leg down. But you know, I didn't trade it because it was just one red candle. Although it was a nice move from 43 to 50, it just, you know, I didn't like it in that sense. Thought it was gonna at least be two candles. Sometimes you get two candles of downtrending. That one was just one. MJW, well, I considered it, but this thing started to look all ugly and jumpy. I felt like I missed it, and it just wasn't clean, if you ask me. And WGC didn't do morning panic, if you were to ask me. I guess it kind of did, but when I was looking at it, it looked like it was spiking, so I stopped looking at it. Maybe it'll do it here, perhaps. FBCD 279, maybe that's a misprint, I don't know. Probably not. Sometimes E-Trade just shows a stock at a random price. 277 was on the bid. HPIL, is it holding that level? Or is this the one? It kind of is, technically, but not good volume. HTZGQ, nothing I want to trade here. I guess this one had a morning panic bounce play too. That's a sketchy looking candle. I don't know. The volume is clearly drying up. It doesn't look very nice anymore. AABB looks like it had another one. This one actually looks a bit better, but this took much longer. I don't know if I would have bought here, because you know, you might have thought this was the bottom right here, right? And then it just makes a leg down. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. GGI is having a panic. Maybe it's going to be a bounce play from here. I don't regret missing this one, because this one's a bit sketchy now, especially with the news that came out yesterday. And WGC does look interesting, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. No trades at the moment, just one with FBCD. I will keep looking for more setups. Okay, 10:07 a.m. Just a quick update. Really nothing that I want to trade here with GGII. It's just choppy. It's, you know, it's nothing to do this, that it has a drop. Okay, it's gonna bounce, rips through, right? Not even with much volume. Just had that experience yesterday. Not gonna trade it today, unless it has like a 18 million share volume candle or something like that. But I even then, I won't really be sure if I want to trade it or not. MJWL, nothing. And WGC did do an uptrend actually, but this thing was just very illiquid. I thought it didn't do a move. It did. It got to 15, but not really that much range. FBCD did have like this big volume guy show up, right about, was it here? No, well, he started to show up here. Big volume. Now it's at 28.7. That's impressive. And honestly, I thought there was more range in this setup. I mean, minus all of this price action to 28, I thought there was just more range. But let me see if I got it right here. Remember, my buy was at 274. I sold some at 274 when it was, I think, right here, somewhere here. I sold at 274. And then I sold at 277 right here. Even if I sold at 277, right? So here it is, my charts, FBCD. Even if I sold at, you know, even if I wasn't early on my entry and I bought at 0271, that would have only been a 1.66% move. Even if I sold at, you know, because maybe even if I didn't sell that first piece and I did them both, that's a 2% move. I need to look at better setups than that. I thought the range was better than that. That's actually kind of degenerate, you know. 0.5%, $3. I mean, now it doesn't look bad because it got to 284. If I were to put 284, right, that would look a little better, right? At least close to 4%, but I don't know, maybe I should have held longer, but I don't know. It just seems kind of iffy to just hold and just wait for, hey, where's the big volume guy? Is the big volume guy gonna show up? You know, it just doesn't seem like something to rely on, but that's clearly what happened here. Maybe that is what you need to wait for when a stock trades with such low volume. I mean, NWGC, did it do that? Did it have like a big volume guy show up? Not really. I think this one just has more volume in general, but you know, that's the case. I mean, 38 million shares, and FBCD is, yeah, this one is just less volume. I mean, sure, the price, yeah, because it might be the same, but because the price is a bit different, but still, very nice though. I mean, got the 287. I'll keep working on it. Just the fact that I'm actually starting to hold these setups longer and sell a little past VWAP is already an improvement. Just a continued improvement from my GGII trade as well. You know, maybe then I'll again, maybe I don't regret selling half around here because it did look like this thing was just gonna dry up. But maybe I just have to keep changing, you know, making adjustments and keep improving, refining. But you know, maybe a sell a little past VWAP, like I said yesterday. Sell. I'm kind of fading, by the way. I don't have much sleep. I'm gonna probably take a nap, but maybe sell a good portion, a little past VWAP, and see, you know, if it keeps uptrending. The sell then and there once it starts to show a reversal in the level 2, or maybe the chart pattern shows a reversal. This will be a reversal if you ask me. I'd be selling at 285 if I somehow held through that, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just no clear setups. Would have sold just in time before that drop there. But yeah, I'll just don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad. I thought there was better range. I don't know why I thought the range was better. I mean, that was a tiny percent move. But hey, yesterday was also a much nicer one in that it dropped right from 28 to 24. And then it bounced even higher than where it initially began at 29. So, you know, I don't have a genie ball telling me exactly how much is going to drop and everything, but I should have taken into consideration that 2.7 could have been a level of support, which it was right here. Could have definitely, you know, I have thought, all right, well, maybe it could reverse here, and it's just not even going to touch 2.7 because it's that strong. I don't know. Maybe I should have considered another buy down here, but I was scared of not having enough trading capital. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe I just should have had a second buy right here, and then cut losses if it breaks 2.7. You know, I'm not going to try to keep guessing the bottom. I'm just going to try once. So maybe here the buy was okay because it was showing some kind of holding action here. Then when it gets to this level, another buy, and then the volume fading. Right, I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but the volume was fading, but it doesn't show it anymore that much because of this big volume candle. That could have been the idea too, perhaps. And then, you know, the sells, I don't regret the sells at all, unless maybe I could have tried holding one a little longer. That's where I'm at right now. No setups at the moment. Gonna maybe consider a nap. I don't see anything that I really want to trade. GGII is just, it's almost trading like a NASDAQ stock. So yeah, no setups right now, but I'll keep looking. Okay, it is 11:32 a.m. I haven't been at the markets. I went to do some other things, and I'm just coming back now to see what has happened. I mean, the only thing I see here with GGII is the inverse head and shoulders, but it's a downtrending inverse head and shoulders because the neckline here is lower than here. I guess I'd buy at what, 31 cents, and then maybe I sell at 32. This is not good range. It just downtrended. That's impressive. I was not here for this. That is something I would have totally bought had I have been there for it. Nice reversal, 74 to, I guess in theory, 129. That is so crazy. That really sucks. I missed out on this. But I don't feel too bad. I mean, even if I was at home, I probably might have missed this anyway, because what time was it? We're on 11. Yeah, that's impressive. MJWL, nothing there. FBCD, Yeah, it looks like it got as high as 29. That's impressive. You know, I had a sell right here, my early buy here, and then I had a sell here, give or take here, then I sold here. Big volume right here, brought it to 29. That's nice. I can keep getting better at that. HTZGQ, nothing I want to trade. AABB, nothing. Just very happy to see NWGC do this nice panic. It's not a morning panic, so it's not too ideal, but this is a nice, you know, I haven't seen one of these this clean, you know, in a while. This is so nice. It sucks that I missed out, but you know, this is definitely where you buy just a little after VWAP. Here it kind of touched it. Maybe a sell into here, and then maybe sell here. You know, had I sold some after VWAP and then held a little for a reversal, maybe a sell until it starts to show reversing or just something exponential. This is so nice. I missed out. Well, I don't feel too bad. I would have felt super bad if I was watching it and then I hesitated, but this isn't too bad. Not the best time frame either. You know, it's better when it happens in the morning, but I really like this. This can show that it can do morning panic bounce plays. It can do one the next day, and there's going to be range too. Not as much as this probably, but still nice. I'll be looking for more setups, but probably not going to trade the rest of today. Okay, it is 6:19 p.m. I'm just here to call it off for the rest of the day, just to do a quick overview. HPIL didn't do anything I wanted. I just thought, hey, maybe if this thing could continue holding above this breakout level, I'd say give or take 35, it might actually do some kind of a breakout or whatever, maybe just continued momentum, but it died off and there's nothing wrong with that. NWGC did a very sick, very nice, impressive panic. Not the best time, obviously, 11, that's why I missed it. You know, would have been better if it was at 9:32, right? Or maybe in the 10s. But hey, it happened at 11. Wasn't there for this. Would have participated in this. I mean, it seems a little scary. And I saw in the chat, some people just did not trade it because of how scary it is. But I think I've gotten more experience. You know, and this one actually did do that thing where it got slightly above VWAP. You know, it did have a little dip below VWAP. This would have been scary. But then it actually went a little, you know, further past VWAP, so that's very impressive. I can learn from that. FBCD, looks like we had another one right here, but this was later in the day. You know, I might have traded it had I have seen it. I don't know, but it did it, right? This is the one I traded, right? Again, just too early, bought at 274 right here, give or take. Could have easily bought into 271, sold right here, 277, slightly above VWAP. Little dip. Same thing with NWGC, a little dip under VWAP, and then, you know, it made a breakout. Not really a breakout, but a nice move with a big volume, guys. So that's impressive. GGII did not want to trade this at all because of how sketchy the thing trades. Look at the volume too. That's a lot of selling action. That's actually impressive. The only thing I might have traded would have been this inverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, because then it shows that, hey, it's not continuously putting up lower lows. It actually put up a higher low from here, the head, so that maybe it can uptrend. And that's exactly what it did here. I'm still not, I don't know, I still need to just keep seeing this over and over again, just a few more times, or maybe just be a little more risky and consider some of these that uptrend very slowly later in the day. This one got slightly past VWAP, and then it kind of went right back under it. Wow, same thing, where it kind of slightly got past VWAP here, made a baby dip, and then it got past VWAP some more. That's something to take into consideration. MJWL never wanted the bounce, morning panic bounce play here, didn't look nice. AABB didn't look nice here either. HTZGQ chilling at $6. That's really all I got. I had to trade with FBCD. Probably wouldn't have traded it if I realized how bad the range was. I thought it was better than what it was. Just a tiny trade, just a tiny, like $3 gain, I think. I'm logged out. Overall, not a bad trading day. Would have traded NWGC had I have seen it. Also, would have probably traded FBCD here. Maybe not, just because it's fading the entire day. But it did get excessive here. We did have a big volume candle right about here, so that would have been a nice buy entry, you know, if not right at that candle, you know, maybe the candle right after it. Very impressive, a lot to learn. I will be here on Friday. Don't know how trading will be because the markets will close early at 2. But hey, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, the progress, and I'll keep working on it. Today was another day I sold slightly past VWAP. But if I keep seeing this pattern that it gets slightly past it, dips a little, and then it reps higher, that's something I have to adjust to.